The last time that you were here, it was a week later than your scheduled appearance, which you called into to say, hey, I can't make it because I need to stay in Minnesota to continue the flow that clearly I had because my friends think that where we are sitting was the reason why the Vikings beat the Saints. And then we all saw what happened with the 49ers. So that was the last time.
Yep, that was last time, Rich. Thank you.
You know what? So who's more superstitious, you or Sandler? Who's more superstitious when it comes to sports, Nick?
I would say me, for sure. 100%. I'm way more superstitious. I mean, that game, oh, God, now that game is back in my head, Rich.
Sorry, Nick.
I've got to sit here in quarantine with another memory of that. And that 49er team was so good. And somebody pointed out, I didn't realize this, but if the 49ers had won, their parade would have been right in the start of this whole storm.
Yep.
So they were like, gosh, if the 49ers had won, that might have been catastrophic for the city.
Yes, there is apparently like an actual scientific proof that because the parade was in Kansas City, which was not nearly as overrun by COVID-19 as San Francisco was at the time, but you know that was a Kansas City thing. But you know your Minnesota Vikings had a tremendous draft, Nick. Would you agree with that assessment?
Phenomenal draft. But this whole season is so weird. It's like, you know, it's just so frustrating. I don't even know what to think of it. The draft was phenomenal, but you know, it's like having Halloween and getting dressed up and being like, okay, well, you can't go trick or treating, you can't go out and go anywhere, but you can get dressed up. You know what I mean?
I know, but just not yet. I mean, it's entirely possible, Nick. It's feasible that you do see Justin Jefferson out there.
They're going to have the season, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. Nobody knows, brother. But it is one of those things, too, that you see the kids that we have up on the screen right here that the Vikings drafted, and you could see how they all get. You could see how, you know, they plug in, and suddenly, you know, your guy Kirk Cousins can actually lead this team to a bigger year than last year.
Yeah,
do you think?
I know. It's very exciting. It's just so bizarre. I think that they should have games. Here's what I think.
Okay.
Rich.
Yes, Nick.
If I can throw this out there. You have the game, and then you invite 10 fans, but they're 10 of the most belligerent and drunk fans, and you spread them out in the arena.
Yep.
So those are the only people that you hear during the game. So you just play, and you just hear those people from Philly, from all the towns, just the loudest loose cannon fans. That's all you hear echoing through the stadium. I think that would be pretty interesting.
You know what, Nick? I like this idea. Let me pull on this string a little bit and continue this thread. Because I was just talking about how into the voice I am. What if you make it like a competition, and America votes the least obnoxious fan off, and each week by week they're invited back to the game in a more belligerent and drunker fashion, and then we eventually crown the worst, most idiotic fan in America. What do you think of that idea?
Oh, I love that. I think that's phenomenal, Rich. I want to be a part of that. And it's not called The Voice. It's called The Vomit.
Carson Daly could still host it. Yeah, you know, Carson, we might have to twist his arm and workshop it a little bit.
That would be phenomenal.
You know?
I think I could make a run at that one.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.